We have done several videos on speaking module, and of course we will be doing few more and many more. Now we come with a reading paper. A reading paper which is welcoming to both academic students and general training students. What exactly are we going to study here? We will go through the passage, try to solve the 13 questions given in two different sets here, which is complete the notes and true, false and not given. These are the questions. Complete the notes and the following set, which is true, false and not given. We will see how exactly the answer is there and how clearly we can match them. So prior to that, first is going back to the title and cracking the title to the best in order to understand the passage 800 words or 1300 words clearly. So if you focus on the title properly, you will clearly understand what the full passage is going to be all about. The title of the passage here says the importance of children's play. That means the role of playing in children's life, the importance of play in a child's life. How important is it? What qualities do they develop? How it is helping them? That is what the complete passage is all about. So understanding the title is crucially essential. Now, after that, go directly to the questions. The first set of questions, like you have seen, never call them as fill in the blanks. These are rather complete the notes type of questions. And every IELTS paper of reading module is generally like this. You have a set of questions, which is questions 1 to 8, the serial number given. Then it is the question type, which says complete the notes. Then it is the instruction, which is in bold letter again. So carry one word only. Don't in a hurry write two words. Highly important. Even if your answer is correct and you take two words, then it is going to be 0 marks. So be careful at that level. Then it is the questions which are from 1 to 8. So let's solve. Sometimes when you are solving the questions, you have the title given even to that, a small heading given to that. The heading will help you to locate the lines in the passage. But this particular heading is of no use because the main title of the passage is also about the same. So this is of no use. What are we looking? We are looking for some other hints which will take us directly to the passage. If we have, then it is very good. If not, we will work with the keywords. So let's see the first question here. Don't directly jump to the words like this, rather read it in order. It is uses of children's play. So what are the uses? What are the benefits? That is what the heading says, the subheading says. So the first one is building a magical kingdom. Magical kingdom. Some words in the passage will never change, and these words we call them as contextual clues. Contextual clues. That means the hints which are leading us directly to the lines in the passage. So instead of rather reading it, I just highlight the word magical kingdom and go to the passage to locate them. Right. Here, instead of reading, I just look for the words magical kingdom. And yes, you too have located it. It is in the first line. Yes. So highlighting it. Now from here on, I have to start reading for my questions, which are 1 to 8. Question number 1. Now look for the words which are before the blank, as these are called as keywords and these will be used either in synonyms or in antonyms. Because this is complete the notes, the words will generally be used in synonyms. So I see the words and remember them. May help develop. What is it helping in developing? What qualities are being developed? Going back to the lines. Here I am. Imagining fairy tale turrets and fire-breathing dragons, wicked witches and gallant heroes, what are we doing? We are imagining. That is what the child's play does. It helps in imagination. That is the importance of the child's play. So, hope you are following. When you command the title, the reading becomes super easy. She is creating. Who is the she? She is the Alice. Alice, right. Now, she is creating an enchanting world. We do come across some words which we are not familiar with, or maybe we don't have such a clear command. We have just created a video explaining all the words. It is under the playlist of Wordcraft. You can pause the video, go back to that, watch it properly, understand every word, and come back to this video again. Reading becomes super easy if you have a command of words. Okay, now continuing to get the answer. Hope we remember the keyword which is may, help, develop. So what is she developing? What is Alice developing when she is doing all these play activities? Although she isn't aware of it, this fantasy is helping her. Helping. One keyword matches, so I highlight it. Take her first steps towards her capacity. Towards her capacity. That is, something is developing for creativity. So our first answer is creativity. Going back to the lines quickly, transforming our answer, and before answer transferring, let's cross check again. The magical world has matched and may help develop is a step towards her creativity. Answer in capital letters. Okay, now question number 2. So, what is the strategy whenever you are reading the questions? Please look for two important things. One is the contextual clues, the words which will not change in the passage, and the second is the keyword where your language comes into consideration. So it's a win-win situation, a good deal, right? The contextual clues helping you to the lines and the keywords testing your language. So good. Now, the second word, blank. So here we see board games. Board games. Yes, you are getting it now. So this is our contextual clue. So the first thing is, instead of reading the full question, I first locate it because time is very important. Time is very important. And when I locate, I am sure that the answer is in that particular lines only. So here, continuing, and just looking for the word board game. So here I have it and I highlight it again. See, because of the contextual clues, you need not to read all the 4 lines. Even a second of time saved is a lot of time saved. Okay, now the keywords. Involve is the keyword and is another keyword. Take turns. Take turn taking is another contextual clue. So now remember these 3 words. Count yourself. How many words are you looking? What are the contextual clues? And then try to locate them in the passage nicely. Now, from here, the word with a board game. If you are confident, you can just read the later part of the sentence. If you are little skeptical, you can start from the first of the paragraph also. First of the lines also, that particular sentence. Both are equally good. I rather opt the first one, which is reading in continuation. So here it is. She is learning about the need to follow rules and take turns with a partner. See, The three words are exactly the same and take turns. So yes, what is that they have to do? Involve is the synonym for follow. So the answer is rules. Answer number 2, rules. My 1 mark is very important. So I am nicely understanding the words which were in the form of keywords. Involve was like following and was exactly the same. Take turn taking was take turns. Done. My 2 marks are nicely assured here. Everything is in your hands, children. It is your involvement. It is your working with the language. It is your working with the language. Now, with that, we go to the next part. Recent changes affecting children's play. Recent changes. That means nowadays, what is it happening? Okay. Populations of dash have grown. One keyword is populations, then it is of and have grown. Have is always taken with plurals. So I should have a plural answer here. Okay, now keeping these words, recent changes, populations of and have. Now with these words, I go to the paragraph again. What I have to look for? Recent changes. Now, there is no haste again. I will never compel any of the students. If you are little skeptical again, you can pause the video, read every line, and then locate that word which is recent times. Now, I am little confident, so I just scan the paragraphs and see where is the word for little changes or recent changes. This particular paragraph has nothing to do. The keywords are not being stated here, so I just ignore this paragraph. Next, I try to read the next paragraph also, but here too I don't find anything. So this particular paragraph is again of no use to me. Answers are there in order only. You need not to worry. Keep the keywords in your mind and start reading it. Here I have a trigger word which is but, and then it is changing times. Now this becomes a synonym of recent changes. Now we live. Live is present tense. Now don't debate that where is the word now. I was looking for now. You have to understand the language. As I just said, the keywords test your level of language. So here live is speaking about the present tense. So which is now. Changing times is the changes which is spoken about in the question. So my answer probably might be here. So hope we remember the other keywords which is populations of and have grown. So let's start reading and looking for those words. And white bread is mindful of a worldwide decline in play, pointing out that over half of the people in the world, that means it is speaking about the population. Fine. Now, live in cities. So, where are they started growing up? It is in cities. Answer number 3, populations of cities have grown. CITIES. And this word is the plural which matches with the helping verb which is have. All good going. Grammatically also you have checked your answer. It was the perfect. Now, question number 4. Fine. Instead of just reading the word fear of, look for the subheading given and then go to blank 4 and 5 and 6 also if you can, because 4, 5 and 6 are the sub points. That means answers are rather continuous or very close to each other. So let's solve 4, 5 and 6 all together. So here we see opportunities of free play. Free play. This is the contextual clue. So first, instead of remembering all the other words, first location, looking for the word Free play. Right. We got our answer here, which is in cities. Now I start reading, and here I see the word free play, highlighting it, going back to the lines. Little patience you need to have to go up and down the page. Right. Opportunities of free play are limited due to is the reason for. So what is the reason? Reason number one is fear of. Second reason is fear of again something. And the last one is increased dash in schools. So something has increased in schools. Okay. We remember all the four words. Fear of is one, fear of is two, increased is three, in schools is four. Four words, and we attacked the paragraph. Right. The opportunities for free play, which I experienced almost every day of my childhood, are becoming increasingly scarce. Increasingly scarce. That means very limited. Why is it? That is the explanation. He says outdoor play is curtailed. Curtailed is restricted, limited by perceptions of risk. So, perceptions are the fear of. What is the fear of? Risk. Risk is fear. Right. Fear to do with traffic. So, the fourth answer is traffic. We will take all the answers together. So, reading it as well as is the synonym for end. That means the next point. Parents increased wish to protect their children from being the victims of. Parents wish to protect their children from being the victims of. That means there is again the fear of. What is the fear of? It is the fear of crime. So, this is our fifth answer. We have the sixth answer also. And remember the keywords. It is increased and it is schools. Okay, end. End is the continuation again. See, if you had looked for the end here and if you have just ignored the word as a synonym for end, you would have missed the fear wala answer for crime. Okay, so this is the way you have to be very careful with the language. So continuing now, and by the emphasis on earlier is better, which is leading to a greater competition. Greater is the synonym for increased. Increased competition in is the preposition. Prepositions will never change. They take you very close to the answer. Contextual clues take you to the lines. Prepositions take you very close to the answer. See here now, in academic learning and schools. Now, academic learning and schools is itself a paraphrased version of the exact word schools. It's together the one word. If you had not understood this logic, then you would have taken academic learning as your answer and you would have said schools is the keyword. Or maybe you had taken learning or maybe academic. It is like kuch bhi. So the correct answer here is competition. Let's transfer the answer. Fourth answer is traffic. Fifth answer is crime. And sixth answer is competition. Right. Now, international policies on children's play. Again, the word international policies is our contextual clue. So now, let's look for that. Answers are always in continuation. So back to the way where we have left our last answer. Here we see international bodies. So one word is matching. See the smart play of the words? The one word is here. Let's look for the word policies. Bodies are never policies. Bodies are the organization. Policies are the rules. So let's read a little bit further. So it is international bodies like the Union Nations and the European Union have begun to develop policies. Very good. Now we have got, okay, the contextual clues are ready. So let's get the last two answers also quickly. Question number 7. International policies on children's play. It is difficult to find dash to support new policies. Okay. What are the keywords? Difficult to find is one. To support new policies is another one. Okay. Right. We are here. Develop policies concerning with children's right to play and to consider implications for leisure facilities and educational programs. What is it? It is speaking about the right to play. But we are looking for the word something which is missing. So here again, but the correct word. Here is the answer. What they often lack is something which they are missing, that is difficult to find, is the evidence to base policies on. That means to make policies. The last words also match. Answer is evidence. Question number 7. Evidence. Difficult to find is lack. Words also match. Now, question number 8. Research needs to study the impact of play on the rest of the child's dash. Child's apostrophe s. So that means something which is related to child, something which is owned by child. So what is the point here? Keyword number 1 is research. Sometimes the word research is paraphrased or sometimes it is given directly. So it is acting both like a contextual clue and a keyword also. Similarly, the next word is impact of play and the last words are rest of the child's. Okay, now again to the passage, reading in continuation. What are we looking for? The word research first. The type of play we are interested in is child's initiated, spontaneous, and unpredictable. But as soon as you ask a 5-year-old to play, then you, as a researcher, yes, we got it, one contextual clue, have intervened, explains Dr. Sarah Baker. But, sorry, and we want to know what the long-term impact of the play is. It's a real challenge. Dr. Jenny Gibson agrees, pointing out that although some of the steps in the puzzle of how and why the play is important is speaking about the impact, have been looked at. Looked at is a phrasal verb which means the way it is taken. There is very little data on the impact. Again, we have the word impact, exactly the same. It has on the child's later life. Later is the keyword which is after the rest of the. So the answer here is life. Child's life. Rest of the is paraphrased as later. Answer exactly matches. Answer is life. So this is the way we have solved complete the notes type of questions, making it 8 on 8 with exact contextual clues and keywords. So that was beautiful, isn't it? And we were in no haste. We have matched the words while we were writing our answers also. Now, the next part, which is true, false, and not given. The very first thing what you have to do is stop saying that these are confusing. Okay, now what is true? Anything which agrees, which matches in the form of synonyms is true. What is false? Anything which is speaking about the opposite in the form of antonym, then it is false. What is not given? Whatever we are looking for is not found in the paragraphs, then you say it is not given. Very simple game, isn't it? Fine. Now let's start. Question number 9. Children with good self-control understand the question very, very well. So the children who have very good control are known to be likely. Likely means possibly. Likely to do well at school later on. Later on, afterwards, they try to do very well. All the students who have good self-control. Now, after understanding the question, we go back to the paragraph. And now, again, the answers are in continuation. So now, thanks to the universities so and so, hope to find evidence on the role played by play in how a child develops. Okay, read something. There were some important names. I just skipped it and going to the next paragraph. A strong possibility is that play supports the early developments of children's self-control, explains Baker. This is our ability to develop awareness of our own thinking processes. It influences how effectively we go about undertaking challenging activities. Okay, now the second paragraph. In a study carried out by Baker with toddlers and young preschoolers, she found that children with greater self-control, yes, here we got the contextual clue, solve problems more quickly when exploring an unfamiliar setup requiring scientific reasoning. This sort of evidence makes us think that giving children the chance to play will help them, will make them more successful problem solvers in the long run. In the long run is speaking about the word later on. More successful problem solver is speaking about the keyword to be do very well. So yes, answers are perfectly matching. So question number 9 is true. Write it in capital letters and the full form of it, not only the letter T. Now, next, question number 10. The way a child plays may provide information about possible medical problems. The way a child plays. So, the manner of playing may provide information. That means give some knowledge, give some hints, give some information about what? About possible medical problems. So, if there are any medical disturbances in the child, the way the child is playing, you will understand it. Okay, now with these three keywords, we go to the passage. Answers in continuation. So going to the next paragraph. If playful experiences do facilitate this aspect of development, says the researchers, it could be extremely significant for educational practices because the ability to self-regulate has been shown to be a key predictor of academic performance. What is the paragraph speaking about? The way the child is in his education. We are looking for medical disturbances. So continuing our reading to the next paragraph. Gibson adds, playful behavior is also, yes, that means the second point, an important point, maybe a point related to our answer, an important indicator of healthy social and emotional development. In my previous research, I investigated how observing children at play, that means the way children play, one keyword matches, can give us important clues, that means gives information about their well-being and can even is the continuation, be useful in the diagnosis. Diagnosis is giving information about again of neurodevelopment disorders like autism. This is some medical disturbances. Right. Answer perfectly matches. Answer is true again. When you're solving true, false, and not given, please remove from your head that the following answer will be false or the following answer will be not given. It can be anything. Focus only on the keywords because this is the game of language. Okay. Now, question number 11. Playing with dolls. The words dolls will not change. So we have the word dolls. Okay. Looking for it in the order of the passages. Looking for the word dolls rather than reading. Okay, I didn't find it. So ignoring it and going further. Yes, here in the first line we have the word dolls located. Now, going back again and understanding what I have to read for. So it is playing with dolls was found to benefit girls writing more than boys writing. So there is a comparison between two types of children, the boys and the girls. And it said the girls were more at advantage than the boys. So was it so or was it not? Let's see. Because the sentence has started from the mid, I tried to read from the continuation of the sentence, not the continuation of the paragraph. If I don't get, then I will read the above lines. So it is children wrote longer and better structured stories when they first played with dolls. Children, it said children, but we are looking for boys and girls. So let's read further. Playing with dolls representing characters in the story. In the latest study, children first created their story with Lego with similar results. Many teachers commented that they had always previously had children. Now this says children, children, but we are looking for boys and girls. So the word children, the word dolls matches as the contextual clue so well enough. The word girls was nowhere found in the passage, so I put a question mark near the word. So was the word boys, so again a question mark. And because the information is not given, obviously, yes, you too are getting it. Answer is not given. Fine. Question number 12 now. Children had problems thinking up ideas when they first created the story with Lego. Lego is another contextual clue. I will tell you one important tip before I close this. Lego is one contextual clue. Children had problems thinking up ideas. So children had a problem about the ideas. When they were writing a story, when they first created the story with Lego. Okay, now looking for these words. Did they have problem thinking about the story? Fine. Continuation, we had the word Lego, our contextual clue also. Sometimes when you have the asterisk mark near the word's meaning is given at the bottom of the passage. Okay. In the latest study, children first created their story with Lego. What's exactly matching? But we are looking for the word problems. Okay. With similar results, many teachers commented that they always had children saying that they don't know what to write about. They didn't know what to write about. With Lego building, however, not. Now, see, when the teachers commented earlier they didn't have, but with Lego building. So with this, what happened? We had the word however, which speaks about a slight contrast. So opposite of that, they did not know. That means here they knew. Not a single child said this. What did they say? That they did not know. That means what they said? They said they know it through the whole year of the project. The project was going for a full year and they never complained that they had a problem. See how clearly you have to do a little bit of word reading and word matching properly. So yes, answer here happens to be false because it said they never ever said that. Beautiful. Now, question number 13. People nowadays regard children's play as less significant than they did in the past. Nowadays, they are thinking the people consider a child's play. How is it? As less significant. They say it is of no value than they did it in the past. That means earlier they said they had high significance, high importance. Significance is importance. Okay, now with these words, again, the game of language. Whitebread, who directs Speedle, training as a primary school teacher in the early 1970s, when, as he describes, the teaching of young children was largely a quiet backwater troubled by any serious intellectual debate or controversy. Now, the landscape is very different. Now, the landscape, now we're speaking about the word now. One keyword matched with hotly debated topics such as school starting age. Somehow the importance of play, that means the significance of play, has been lost in recent decades, has been lost in recent decades. So that means it is not there. It's regarded as something trivial or even as something negative that contrasts with work. So, what is it regarded as? Trivial. Trivial is of having less significant. So, now it is less of significance. Earlier, it was there. Answer is true. Earlier, we have seen how Alice was developing with her playful activities. So, now answer is false. Answer is true. Sorry. Answer is true. The word less significant is the synonym for trivial. Trivial is of no value or less value. Okay. So this was the small reading part explaining how the language plays a crucial role and how easily all your answers